Justice on Trial Again, July 11th. Quality is important. Listening to sounds, feeling the temperature, noting the daily conditions, hunger, stomach discomfort, energy, heat, cold, itchiness, hormones, etc. It all adds up to something. I could have been many things in this life. I wanted to be an actor, a graphic artist or illustrator, even a mechanic. Instead, I do all that I can with the limited skills I have. I write. Books, articles, novels, screenplays, speeches. Another day begins for myself. And also for everybody else under this sun. We all share our existences somehow, don't we? Some of us are tuned into our problems, and we know how to deal with everything, while some of us can deal with nothing. We get sleepy when we do anything. All of life is the pursuit of that elusive feeling, that energy, that pure clarity of thought. Until it comes, they must be patient. Others sit in front of the window and sweat, or they watch television. Still others wonder what they would have done in their youth if they knew what they knew with age. Others have all the energy and knowledge, but nobody to share it with. These are the superhumans. I want to write a book about the superhumans, but I don't know any personally. I try to imagine the superhumans that might live in my neighborhood. I compile a list of all the people I have ever known in school and society, at work, or anywhere else. I must write about the most dangerous life that I can imagine. Some kind of life that nobody could survive. What kind of life is that? What does it include? Who does it touch? I try to imagine what a superhuman might be. Perhaps it is a kind of contract killer. Perhaps it is just a cop. Perhaps it is a real superhuman who can walk through walls and nobody can touch. This superhuman cannot be attacked or harmed by anybody. This is the juggernaut. But this is not the book that I want to write. I imagine that I am a man who is examining the lives of all the people he has ever known. He has been in a coma for 10 years, and he wants to see what has happened to them. He finds the ones who have taken wrong turns in life, the ones who flirt with criminal elements. He reestablishes contact with them. He says everything that needs to be said and endears himself to them. He allows them to pull him even deeper into criminal organizations. And soon he is alone again, and the criminals have all been killed. He is alone with his enemies. He is escaping from them in helicopters and speedboats. He uses his special powers so that bullets cannot injure him, explosions cannot burn him, and water cannot drown him. Luckily for him, his enemies aren't indestructible the way he is. All this on a whim. He walks into a police station to tell the head cop what he has learned. Then he walks to Miami and starts his life from the beginning again. This time, He is playing with corrupt Latin American politicians and sleeping with their mistresses and tattooing their incredible bodies with his name. He also becomes a marked man. Why was he ever born? For what did he bring to society? What did he bring out of society? I break out of my shell for a while and pretend that I myself am also a superhuman. It is raining that day, so I wander the streets. I am getting wet. I walk into a store and ask the person there where I can find a certain criminal. That doesn't work. In another store, I ask how to get to a certain restaurant. In the restaurant, I ask the waitress about a certain criminal. That doesn't work. I go into a cafe and ask the woman how to get to a certain pool hall. I find the criminals among the people I once knew. I talk to them about old times and tell them about the terrible position I'm in. I carry a knife, I carry a gun. I live to fulfill my fantasies. One of them is about the character in the novel I wrote who empties the cash register in a clothing store without the retail girl ever noticing. Another is about killing an enemy of mine in a restaurant toilet. Yet another is about making love to a rival gang member's girlfriend in the back room of a pool hall and being discovered. But being discovered by whom? I managed to survive a gang war by hiding behind my rival in a gang. I survive and get connections with a local kingpin. I spend as much time with him as I do with a local police chief. I initiate local police corruption. I. My life as a novel is fully underway, and I don't remember myself as the person I once was. Yet I have to go back to my old apartment, the dust now an inch thick, the milk in the refrigerator already a year gone bad, like myself perhaps. I turn up the music and sit in front of that typewriter device. I am typing. I have the music up real loud, so I don't immediately notice the person walking in, reading over my shoulder. The sun sets, and I notice his reflection appearing in the window in front of me. I am typing like a madman. I write up to the moment, and the last thing I put on the page is about the man over my shoulder. I hear a gasp and some shuffling. I pick up the typewriter and plant it between his eyes. He goes down like a sack of nuts and bolts. I look at his face. He's the personal bodyguard of that Latin American dictator, the one I ripped off for cocaine. I pitch the body over the railing, put the manuscript in an envelope, and begin looking for stamps.